Hi there, today I'm going to be reacting to Currents by Tame Impala. I'm finally doing it. I'm listening to the album. It's long overdue. I can't believe I haven't heard this until now. I do know a few of these songs, I believe, so I'm not going in completely blind, but yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous that this is my first time hearing this, I know. As always, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. If you enjoy the video, feel free to check out my social medias, and the whole album reaction will be up uncut on Patreon. And let's get into the first track, which is Let It Happen. I do believe I've heard this before based on the title, but I don't remember it. I just realized this is almost 8 minutes long. I love that shrill little synth in the background. I feel like it's like scratching my brain in just the right way. I do really like how it sounds like it's glitching. But this was just the rest of the song. Never mind. Okay, I don't think I've heard this before. I feel like I would remember this if I had heard it. Now this just sounds like a Daft Punk song, which isn't a bad thing. I feel like it's a little bit risky putting that song as the first track for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's I'm assuming the longest track. I can't imagine there's one longer than that. Yeah, no. Closest thing is 6 minutes. So there's that. And also, I don't know how you follow that up. I feel like that's one of the better Tame Impala songs that I've heard. It obviously has all of these different sections. It's quite the journey. As I've said before, I struggle with long songs sometimes, and I feel like I was waiting to see what would happen next instead of thinking about how it was too long, which is a good sign. That like electronic little like glitchy section in the middle was interesting, but I think I liked it. I wasn't totally completely paying attention to the lyrics. I have them here, but I kind of got distracted. They're obviously pretty abstract, but it seems like it's kind of just about like letting go, going with the flow. And that's kind of different considering how anxious his lyrics usually feel. Anyways, moving on to the next track, which is Nangs. I don't know what named after the Australian slang term for canisters filled with nitrous oxide, a compound gas used in cars to boost speed and transmission, or laughing gas. Okay. It's fine. I honestly don't have that much to say about it. It sounds cool. I feel like with a track that short and interlude, it benefits from not having someone pause right before and right after it. So I don't know. I don't have that much to say about it. I will say this album so far sounds exactly like the album cover, so that's cool. Next up is The Moment. Sounds so much brighter than all of the Tame Impala I've heard before. Definitely very poppy. It's very bright. It's very fun. It sounds a lot more 80s compared to his earlier albums, which wouldn't usually be my preference. I've gotten in trouble before for saying that I don't really like the stereotypical 80s sound, but I do like this. I like that weird little synth part in the middle. It's really enjoyable to listen to. It feels like an instant mood boost. It's surprisingly feel good, which I feel like I don't usually get from Tame Impala. It sounds great, feels good to listen to. It's good. Let's move on to Yes, I'm Changing. shift in mood, at least lyrically. It still sounds pretty bright. I feel like that song really grew on me as it went on. I didn't love it in the beginning, but by the end I really enjoyed it, so I could see that growing on me on future listens. One thing that I do appreciate about Tame Impala is that he takes these very universal feelings, because I've said before that I relate to his lyrics, but I don't think that's a me thing. I think that pretty much anyone can relate to his lyrics. So he takes these feelings that everybody has and he puts them into words and then sets them to music that makes you feel like you're floating. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like what's not to love? Like, you can't really go wrong with that. Yeah, I'm interested to listen to that one again, because I ended up really loving that one by the end. And I loved the, I don't know what you call it, like a field recording at the end. It was cool. Next up is Eventually.
If only there could be another way to do this, 'cause it feels like murder to put your heart through this. I'm going to said I know that I'll be happier, and I know you will too. Eventually, eventually, wish I could turn you back into a stranger, but I know that I'll be happier, and I know you will too. Said I know that I'll be happier eventually. And I know just what I've got to do, and it's got to be soon, 'cause I know that I'll be happier eventually.
So this is the one. The lyrics seem like they're kind of a continuation of Yes, I'm Changing. They're kind of about similar things from what I can tell. It just sounds like straight up ear candy. It sounds so vibrant. I liked the parts of it that sounded kind of dreamy. It's a great song. I love this one. Probably my favorite so far. Next up is Gossip. Again, I'm not going to say that much about that one. It's cool, it has a nice vibe, it's obviously kind of just part of the album rather than a standalone track. It does its job. Let's get into The Less I Know the Better. I do know this song, obviously. You're never going to believe it. That has to be one of the most iconic bass lines ever at this point.
Someone said we live together, said pull yourself together, you should try your
I will say I don't think I've ever actually paid attention to the lyrics of this song. Is it overplayed? Perhaps. Does it earn it? Yeah, I think so. Kind of undeniable. It's really fun to listen to. It's groovy, pleasant. At least if you enjoy, or if you ignore the lyrics. That was my first time really reading through the lyrics, and I guess those are a little bit sad, but it does kind of sound like pure bliss. Let's just move on to Past Life.
I was picking up a suit from the dry cleaners, which is standard for me. Thursday, 12:30. I've got a pretty solid routine these days. I don't know, it just works for me. Anyway, I was leaving. I was getting in my car, and I went to adjust.
That's the whole song.
Memories flooded back, stopped me in my track. Who was that? It was my lover. A lover from a past life. I feel like I saw a ghost.
Okay, so it's not just an intro.
It was different back then. Surreal.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Uncertain. Like a bizarre chick flick with a confusing end. But I shut it down, closed it off. Crazy. Takes a lot to carry on.
Okay. If there's any song that I want you to tell me how you feel about, it's this one. I would like to know how fans feel about this one, because I don't know.
It consumes me. I thought I was moving on, but I guess I was just switching off. And now I see my life as the banal slog it instantly became. And I don't know if I can go on the same. But I don't want to dig up old bones.
I went through a real range of emotions during that one. At first I was like, hey, that's kind of a cool idea. And then I was like, oh god, this is happening for every verse. And then I was like, wow, this is going on for way too long. And then by the end I enjoyed it, because I do like the chorus. So I will say I don't think that I would ever choose to listen to this song over the others. Like, I would never return to this on its own. I think I would only ever really listen to it if I was listening to the whole album. It's strange. I don't really know how I feel about it, to be honest. I feel like I have to respect how weird it is, and I have to appreciate the risk, but I didn't love listening to it, which is the issue. I appreciate the risk, but I didn't. I guess I enjoyed it just because I was kind of, like, confused, but I don't think it's a great song. Tell me how you guys feel about that one. I would be really curious to know. Okay, let's get into Disciples.
'Cause I was never sure, but it's something I understood, and I could tell by your face, no one's ever been rude to you. Now
I do like how it kind of like kicks in the middle. I think that that's cool. It's fun. I don't think it makes that much of an impact. I think it's a little bit too short to make that much of an impact. I wish it was expanded a little bit. I liked it. I didn't love it. Let's just say that I don't think I'm ever gonna like think about this song. I feel like it's something that I'm gonna listen to if I listen to the album, but I would never go out of my way to return to this, I don't think. Let's move on to 'Cause I'm a Man. To be honest, I could do without it. I feel like the lyrics aren't really saying anything, and it sounds kind of nice, but so does every other song here. Um, I don't know. I just feel like this one isn't all that necessary, and I'm just gonna move on. And sorry if this is like a super beloved song by the fandom. I don't know. I don't get it. Let's get into Reality in Motion. Okay. I like that the drums are a little bit heavier on this one.
It made my heart run in circles and overdrive.
I like that one. It's fun, it's upbeat, it's catchy. I do like how the drums give it a little bit more grit to it, which I do feel like I'm slightly missing on this album. I will say, despite liking it, that I don't think that this is made to be my favorite Tame Impala album, and that's just more personal taste than anything objective about it. I just tend to prefer the kind of raw sound of their first two albums compared to this kind of cleaner pop sound. I can see why this is the big popular one, and I think that it's totally valid if this is your favorite. And I do still like it, but I definitely feel like I'm just more designed to like their first two albums compared to this one. But yeah. Moving on to Love slash Paranoia.
I may not be as honest as I ought to be now that when the walls go up like an arrow fades down, I could just be paranoid, won't quell the desire to know what's really going on. I've heard those words before. Are you sure? It was nothing, 'cause it made me feel like dying. Didn't notice until I was in love. For real. And I really gonna cross the line. Oh, I'd be fine. I'd be normal. But now's my time. Gonna do it. True love is bringing it out of me, the worst in me, and I know now. Do you remember the time we were by the ocean? Girl, I'm sorry. Babe, I'm really sorry.
I feel like that one is a little less immediately striking and less immediately catchy than the others, and I really like that about it. It doesn't even have a chorus, and it feels a little bit more R&B inspired, which I appreciate, and I really liked it. I feel like that was a high point on the album for me. We're at the final track, which is New Person, Same Old Mistakes. I do already know this song. Sorry if that's anticlimactic.
I can just hear them now. How could you let us down? But they don't know what I found or see it from this way round. Feeling it overtake all that I used to
kind of song that'll just make you feel like you're floating. It's a fantastic song. I feel like it's one of the best on the album. I feel like the opener and the closer are both the best songs on the album, or among the best on the album, so it definitely starts and ends very strongly, which I appreciate. As far as favorite tracks go, let's see. So, Let It Happen, Eventually. Yes, I'm Changing. I also really like Love Paranoia, and New Person, Same Old Mistakes should be in there, but it kind of feels like cheating to use a song that I already knew, so I'll go with those four. Yeah, I don't know. It feels silly for me to sit here and say that this album is good because I'm literally the last person on earth to listen to this. Everybody already knows it's a good album. It's definitely not my favorite Tame Impala album. I definitely prefer Lonerism and probably Inner Speaker, but I did still enjoy it, and I'm glad I heard it. And I also feel like these are the kinds of songs that'll just get stuck in my brain and take over, so I feel like I will probably appreciate it more on future listens as well, so I have that to look forward to. Those are my thoughts for now. Thank you for coming on this Tame Impala journey with me so far, and sorry it took me so long to get to this album. I am down to do their fourth album. If people would like to see that, feel free to, again, like, comment, subscribe, check out social media. Full album reaction is up uncut on Patreon, and have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.